Mom! Mommy! Mama!
Can I just change my name?
Hello everybody, my name is Marissa. I am the owner of Noble Baby Wellness and I'm also a mom to an amazing little boy named Liam. He is 3 years old. Today I am here to talk to you beautiful moms out there about toddler nourishment. And I'm focusing mainly on nutrition on this video just because I'm a nutritionist and food is thy medicine. So I want to talk to you all about the important nutrients that your little one needs and why they need them. Did you guys know that our generation of children, including my own child, is the first generation who has a shorter lifespan than their parents, us, which scares the hell out of me because I do not want my child to have a shorter lifespan than me. There are a few reasons why this is the case. There's multiple factors that are actually causing this outcome. We can't blame one specific factor or trigger or point the finger at anything because it's a variety of different situations that are going on that are leading to this outcome. The first factor that could be leading to this outcome is how mom is nourishing herself before pregnancy. And this is why I truly focus on any women who are trying to get pregnant. I always ensure that they do some kind of detox, cleanse, rejuvenating of the body before they even consider getting pregnant. And this is something that I tell moms to do at least 6 months to 1 year before even trying to conceive, because you want that body to be as healthy and as safe as possible and as nourishing as possible to grow that beautiful baby inside. Second factor is, how is mom nourishing her body during pregnancy? So pregnancy, prior to pregnancy, these are one of the foundational stages where nourishment and optimal nourishment is crucial. It is super crucial. Third factor is, how is your little one being nourished when they're starting to get solids? Or even prior to solids, how are they being nourished? Are they being formula fed? Are they being breastfed? What foods are being introduced to them? What types of foods are being introduced to them? Is it grains? Is it fruits? Is it vegetables? Is it protein? That's going to be a big aspect to toddler nourishment because that is the foundational stage of creating lifelong healthy habits. So if you are nourishing your little one, super awesome and super great, good for you by the way. If you are giving them the best nourishment during infancy and during toddler years, this really does set the stage for foundational health and creating lifelong healthy habits. If you are creating these habits and healthy habits in the beginning of their life, they are going to grow up eating nourishing foods and having nourishing lifestyles and nourishing habits that are going to support their longevity. This is such a great way to start any child off because they don't really know any different. Children who are given the opportunity to be optimally nourished during those younger ages, they're not going to know any different lifestyle opposed to a nourishing one that is being created for them already, which is such a great way to start. But like I said, if you do start off that way, fantastic. If not, it's never too late to start. And please don't ever beat yourself up of what you're feeding your child because you can always make a change and there's no such thing as a bad parent, a bad mother. You just do with what you know. This is why I'm on YouTube and creating my social media page and creating a YouTube channel to create more awareness about this and to encourage and empower moms, because that's what it's all about, is being empowered to have more information and know more. It's never too late to start. So good on you for getting this far, because raising a child is freaking unbelievably stressful. Trying to add on to eating healthy and nourishing every single day can be super overwhelming, but don't forget that it's never too late to start. And if you are looking to nourish your child a little bit better, don't ever hesitate to send me an email at noblebabywellness@gmail.com or send me a DM or even comment on my YouTube page. I will always get back to you because I'm about encouraging moms to do the best. Keep in mind that every child has a different requirement, whether it's for carbs, for protein, for fats, for essential minerals and vitamins. Every child's going to have a different need, and this is going to be based on their entire health, their food that they're consuming every day. This is going to be based on them. There's no one size that fits all. Every child should have this amount of carbs or this amount of protein, because it's going to be different for every single child. So I'm going to give you a quick breakdown of exactly what they need and what I personally think are the most important nutrients that children should be getting on a daily basis. You have your carbohydrates, your fats, and your proteins. So let's start off with the carbs. Carbs are your energy macronutrient, and that provides energy for the brain, it provides energy for the muscles. Questions to consider when you are feeding your child carbs is, are they going through a growth period? Are they in sports or some kind of physical activity? And what is that physical activity? Because if it is a very strenuous, fast-paced activity like hockey or soccer, they're definitely going to need a little bit more carbohydrates because they need to refuel that energy. You have two types of carbs. You have simple and you have complex. So what the heck is the difference? Simple carbs are carbohydrates that will break down faster in the body. And I would only recommend simple carbs, like fruit pretty much is the only simple carb that I would recommend, because fruits have a variety of fiber, minerals, vitamins. So I would strongly recommend, if your child is in some kind of physical activity or some kind of sport or anything like that where they're physical, even going to the playground, always give them some kind of simple carb after that, because you want to refuel them as fast as possible if they're burning off a lot of energy. Complex carbs are something that I would tell every parent to only feed them, other than fruit obviously, because you are going to get a ton of different, like I said, fiber, minerals, and vitamins, which are really essential for the body to function. And complex carbs help sustain that energy throughout the day. So simple carbs give fast energy, but that burns off fast. Complex carbs gives a balanced amount of energy that will help get them through the day. There are some issues with simple carbohydrates, except for fruit, because fruit has a lot of benefits to it. So issues with simple carbs, and simple carbs would be like white bread, white pasta, white rice, sugar. Anything like that in that type of category is a simple sugar, and those create a lot of inflammation in the body and cause the blood sugar to rise fairly quickly. And not to mention that anything that is white is bleached, and I would not recommend any parent giving their children any type of white, anything, pasta, rice, any of that, because it is bleached and it is very toxic. With simple carbs, it increases inflammation, it increases risk of diabetes, which is very scary. If you have the opportunity to read an article by the Health and Stroke Foundation, I believe it was written in 2017, it's called "The Kids Are Not All Right," and it talks about how this epidemic is happening with our children's health. And I suggest any parent who does have a small child or a child in general to read this article, because there's some scary facts in there, but facts that people need to read so they can wake up a little bit. With simple sugars, it increases blood sugar levels. So it causes a spike in your blood sugar and then it causes a crash. So this can lead to mood swings and sometimes tantrums, because children can't tell you, oh shit, my blood sugar's crashing. Mom, can I get some more sugar? They can end up having tantrums, and these tantrums can be induced by blood sugar crashes, especially if your little one is eating a lot of refined carbohydrates and sugar, a lot of white pastas, rices, breads, candy, chocolate, any kind of sugar category that can cause their blood sugar to crash and lead to tantrums. So if that is your child, if they are consuming a lot of refined carbohydrates, then I would definitely consider taking this point into account. Protein is the body's building blocks. It is needed for growth, enzymes, to digest our food as well too. Protein creates neurotransmitters for brain function. Protein helps repair muscles and tissues in the body. Protein also helps with the production of antibodies. So if your little one's ever sick, you should definitely be increasing that protein. Questions to ask when it comes to feeding your child protein is, are they going through a growth period? Are they getting sick? Are they having infections? Are they fighting anything off? Do they have any tissue damage in the body? Anything around those questions, please consider increasing your little one's protein, especially if they're sick or if they're commonly getting infections. definitely increase that protein. So signs of deficiencies of protein is frequent colds, frequent infections, and poor wound healing. So you will commonly see poor wound healing for a lot of the vitamins and a lot of the minerals, so you can't sometimes just narrow it down to protein. It could be a variety of different factors. Fats. So there is such a huge issue with fats. A while back, people thought fats were bad. Don't consume fats. Fats make you fat. Fats are amazing. Fats are delicious. Fats are great. Fats are sustaining energy. They satiate hunger. They are great for brain function, brain development, eye function. It manages inflammation throughout the body as well too. And it's also really important for our nerves. The two types that people commonly hear about fats is omega-3s and omega-6s. So omega-3 can be found in fish, nuts, seeds. Omega-6 is more nuts and seeds. If you want to find out more of what is what, I have a handout that parents can actually download and keep for themselves, print off, do whatever they like on my website. It is posted in the bio underneath the video. You can check it out, download it, use it to your advantage because I created that just for you moms and dads out there. Deficiencies of omega-3 would be vision impairment, dry skin, water retention, and decreased learning ability. Omega-6 deficiencies, growth retardation, poor wound healing again, just like protein, and eczema. So a note on eczema, not necessarily a fat is going to correct or fix that eczema. Eczema always comes from within. So it's something that's in the diet, something that's possibly being put on the skin, laundry detergents, anything like that. It's always coming from within. If your little one does have eczema or any type of skin issues, I would definitely consider talking to a nutritionist like myself to kind of figure out what the root cause is instead of just putting band-aid solutions on. Vitamins and minerals. All vitamins, all minerals are super important for any child. However, I personally think that there are some vitamins and minerals that are a little bit more important, especially during that toddler stage. All vitamins and all minerals can be obtained through diet if they are eating a variety of fresh produce. So fruits and vegetables all contain some really amazing antioxidants, fiber, vitamins, minerals. Those are all in a whole food diet. And before I do any type of supplementation, I always look at diet because I am a nutritionist and you cannot supplement a poor diet. Vitamin A is for eye function and development. Vitamin A is a very powerful antioxidant for the eyes. It protects the eyes, protects any kind of mucous membrane throughout the body. Vitamin A is also important for bones and teeth. Vitamin B. B vitamins are your energy vitamins. I know you're thinking, why the hell do I want to give my child any more energy? They're already bouncing off the walls. It supports learning capacity in children. Vitamin C. Okay, vitamin C is hands down the most important vitamin in the entire body because we do not produce it. Us as human beings, and I believe dogs and gerbils, which are really weird facts that I know, all can't produce vitamin C. Every other animal in the animal kingdom can produce vitamin C. It's a powerful antioxidant needed for so many different things. Since we do not produce vitamin C, we have to be obtaining it through diet. You can only get so much of vitamin C through certain foods. So my suggestion is that people should always be supplementing their children with vitamin C. Vitamin D. We as in Canadians, we are all deficient in vitamin D. Vitamin D helps backpack calcium into the bones. Without vitamin D, vitamin K, magnesium, the body cannot absorb calcium properly. So people should be giving their children vitamin D and also vitamin K supplementation too, or obtain it through diet. Calcium is essential for bone and teeth development and maintenance for children, adults, elderly, anybody. But the misconception is that calcium has to be from dairy. I am here to bust that myth. I would not recommend any child after infancy to consume milk, dairy, any of that. We are not cows. We are not small goats or sheep or whatever animal you're getting your milk from. Do not consume it. There is growth hormones. It causes inflammation. It can lead to osteoporosis, and it has an imbalance of calcium and phosphorus. So with that imbalance, calcium will have a hard time getting to the bones because the phosphorus will compete with it, which would prevent absorption. Iodine is so important for the thyroid. It's important for thyroid function and thyroid development. I would strongly suggest only to supplement iodine through the diet, kelp salt, and seaweed. So if you want to know how you can incorporate more iodine into your child's diet, feel free to comment down at the bottom and I can definitely guide you a little bit further. Don't supplement iodine unless you are instructed by a practitioner who knows what they're doing and how to actually dose properly. Iron is so important for children, especially when they're small. So when moms are pregnant with babies, they give all their iron storage to their babes. By 6 months after birth, infants are completely depleted of iron because their stores are finished. So when introducing solids, I always recommend and suggest that parents just give a lot of iron-rich foods, create more storage in their body. I would not recommend any parent to supplement iron unless they are instructed by a practitioner or they are not consuming an animal-based diet. But before you even consider supplementing, definitely get your little one tested, their iron levels tested, and talk to a practitioner, preferably a nutritionist, because they know what they're doing. Magnesium has 300 different functions in the body. That blows my mind. 300 different functions plus 300 plus different functions. So magnesium is super important. Our soil is very deficient in magnesium, so therefore we need to be supplementing it or getting it through diet. Selenium is a powerful antioxidant for the body. It helps with liver detoxification. Sulfur is so important for the liver. Since we live in such a toxic, polluted environment, especially me living in Ontario or Toronto, we are so polluted from all of the cars, fumes, sprays, whatever's going on. Super polluted our environment. So we need to do everything that we can to help support our little one's liver and detoxing all that crap out of it. So this is the last mineral that I'm talking about. Zinc is super important, especially mamas who have boys. Listen to this. If you have a little boy, start giving them zinc. Not supplement, give them zinc foods. So pumpkin seeds would be my best recommendation, because oysters is another one, but I would not give oysters to a child because they are raw. Zinc is so important for boys' reproductive health, and they need that zinc. And as they get older and they start going through puberty, they definitely need to be getting more zinc in their diet because they need to support their reproductive system. It's also used for taste buds. So if you ever find that, unless you're sick or congested, that you're not really tasting too much, or you find that maybe your child is picky because they're not enjoying the food, it could definitely be a zinc deficiency. But before supplementing with zinc, I would definitely talk to a practitioner. Any of the vitamins or minerals that I have recommended or that I've spoke about, I would not recommend supplementing anything unless you speak to a practitioner first. However, you can definitely supplement vitamin A and vitamin D through cod liver oil. Cod liver oil is probably one of the best supplements for children, and it's safe for children who are 6 months and older. So cod liver oil, you're going to be getting vitamin A, vitamin D, essential fatty acids. Other than that, I wouldn't recommend supplementing anything else except for those ones that I just mentioned. Okay, people, any of the macronutrients, protein, carbs, and fats that I mentioned, you can all go onto my website, which is going to be down on the bottom of this description here. I have all of those 3 handouts that you can download, print, whatever you'd like to do. They are yours to use, so you can kind of start a variety of different things for your children to eat if they're not eating a variety of things right now. So If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you really like this video, subscribe down at the bottom. That would be super amazing. Thanks everybody. See you soon.